Hello everyone, welcome to Windows 10 ongoing series. We have talked about chapter 1 before, and now we are talking chapter 2, but I don't think, even though it doesn't have very much difference, because we are still in installation. So this one we are still in installation process, and I show with you in version what they call like in Windows in chapter 1 about the installation. So we are on a lesson 2 or chapter 2. So if you just go down, this is just the reading that you need to read by yourself. It is not a big. So this one, it still says like a clean installation. So you just deep dive in the installation using Hyper-V. But as I said, Hyper-V, you can get it how to install how to use the Hyper-V. Because what I have done, I mean, I would show you the installation in Hyper-V. But the problem is that I used it before and then it just messed up my VMware. So I don't want to do that, because VMware I'm using a lot of things like ESXi, and I'm using so many other things like GNS3 is using VMware, so I don't want to mess up that. So if you want to install, it is exactly the same thing. There is nothing different. I mean, it just might be the feature wise, but it's all the same. I mean, if you want to use the Hyper-V. So this one is just the installation using the Hyper-V, for example, but and the installation wise is the same. So now they say like plan, this and that, blah blah blah. It's just a book, they talk about all the things, I mean, like they want to explain everything, so you can read by yourself. I show with you the book. This is like how the Windows looks like. I showed you in the previous chapter, and when you are installing, and this is when you are installing. So if you want to use clean installation, they are saying use custom install Windows only. Is the one I showed you before. That's a clean installation. So if I show you the clean installation, here it says like on the top it says like performing clean installation. You see, performing clean installation. So the clean installation process is here. One was an upgrade, one was a clean installation. So this is the process of clean installation. So when you say you choose the process that we have done, finally you will have this one, and after this one, if you click this one next, because this one I did not say next because otherwise it will start installing. But I told you I have a Windows 10, so I think a Windows 10, which I have it here. This is the Windows 10. As I'm preparing in case I showed you something here, in case we need it. And these are all the password that you would choose, and finally when I will show you joining the domain and stuff like that. But when you install, the installation is finished, it will ask you to write to create a user. So you write like user 1 or any user name that you want. My one, I just wrote it Saeed. When I was installing, I showed you before. And at this point, you can remove your USB flash because the installation is done. So that's just the installation. So this is just like when it's preparing your Windows. Okay. This is VHD. If you see this VHD format, it is Hyper-V thing. Okay. Virtual hard drive. This VHD is virtual hard drive. So the VHD, you can configure the value and multiple VHD files, blah blah blah, or you use a Windows deployment service. That is something that you need to read, but I will be showing you how to do it. To create a VHD disk management, this one will do it later on, because shall we let me think about it. Okay, let us start from here. If I can show you this VHD, creating a VHD file. This one is a virtual, always a virtual. So it's a virtual hard drive. That's what they mean, VHD. So let me create, let me go to my Windows 10, let me go to the control panel, the control panel, because it says like go, it says like click, it says like number one, right click, start, and click at disk management. You can go disk management straight here, or you can go to the control panel. So the control panel is easier, so I can show you in the control panel. You go to control panel, and then you go to where was that? Let me make the category small so you can see. Disk management.
Always scan this section.
Disk management. Administrative tools, yeah. We go to the administrative tools, and we go disk management here. Disk management. Computer management. Okay. Sometimes it's slow. Okay. When you are here, computer management, you want to go disk management from here. Either you do this way, or either what they are saying, if we follow. So when you are here, what they say, click action, when you are here. So to come in here, disk management, I went, let me show you. I went to control panel, then I went to administrative tools, and then I went to the computer management, and then I went to the what they call like disk management, and not disk, sorry, device manager. I clicked disk manager, which is this one. Okay, yeah, disk management right here, and then they say go to action and create VHD. So go to action is here. You go to action and you say create VHD. So you create that VHD there, and then it says when, okay, it says when the create and attach virtual hard disk dialog opens as shown in figure 2.4, which is down here. Guys, I didn't even read this book, okay? I'm just following what it says. As shown in figure, click browse and navigate to the folder where you want to store your VHD file. Okay, so we are on here. It's a browse. So we're going to create a book. So I'm going to go to desktop and create a folder called like a VHD. I'm just creating. And let me even see the book. Okay, and then to store, and then the Windows that they're saying is this one, because the one we have and the one we have here and the one he's showing us is the same. So is it any particular? So in the file name text, type the name for the VHD file. So I just in my case I just wrote VHD in the desktop. So now we are in a C user is Saeed, my name, and desktop, and the VHD.VHD. That's what it is. And then it says, and the virtual hard drive, then it says I click save. Okay, so we're gonna say, and that's a VHD, and then it says on the virtual hard drive disk size setting, type 30. Here we cannot say okay because we are missing that step, and the step says for the virtual hard drive disk type 30. That means like give 30 space, so 30 gigabyte. I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna press 30. Now we can say okay. Okay, it says okay, and then click okay. The VHD is created. Yeah, it's created. So if we go to Windows, my desktop here now, I have a file. Let me close these guys. I have a disk, VHD disk right here. I have a disk, which is a virtual disk. That is 30 gigabyte. You know, I have a i7 and a 2.4 gigahertz with a 16 gigabyte memory, and still DDR3 gigabyte memory, and still sometimes it's giving me a problem because this Windows 10 is heavy, especially enterprise one. Okay, now it's 10. Okay, and this is the virtual hard disk. Leave the default setting for a fixed size recommended. Okay, click OK. The VHD is created. Yeah, we've done that because we have created. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, in the lab, installing and booting Windows on the VHD. Okay, after creating a VHD, you install an operating system from the DVD or a bootable USB drive with the appropriate image. After you create the VHD, your next step is to install Windows operating system. Come perform the installation, just like that. Windows 10. So exactly that's the step that I was going to show you. You read all the others. This is like you have to go to the command line and do it. And so if we go here, this lab is still lesson 2. It says like after creating the VHD, your next step is to install Windows operating system on the Windows operating system on the VHD. You can perform the installation by booting from the DVD or the USB drive that contains the Windows 10 Enterprise installation files. Okay, so Windows setup will take through a normal screen prompting the language to install. So now it is asking me, I do have to go to install a new image, which I don't have a time for it. But if you follow what it says, you can go with it. It's easy. Okay, this part, this part it is talking about is like because we created this VHD, then it needs. I should go to a Windows Enterprise, and then that's what it says. But my laptop is kind of like, you know, funny, acting funny. So this one you can do on yourself, I guess. Finally, it will be just like, you know, you see this window there, and then you will have this. So what you will do, if I nutshell here, you start with the Windows. Okay. Okay, you install on this one. You install on Windows 10. Sorry, after creating the VHD, your next step is to install Windows operating system. That means like when we install this one, we create on this one, and you create on this one. So I think I may do another lab for that, but this is what it's gonna come up.